Welcome friends, this is going to be a full body workout using only your own body weight and possibly a small head pillow if you have one close by. We're going to begin right away. Let's lie down onto our backs. To start, once you get there, find a nice neutral position with your spine, so not too arched and not too tucked. Take your arms very long away from the back of your neck, reaching your fingertips away from your ears. Your feet are slightly apart, about hip distance, and you can play with how far or how close your feet are to your hips. A comfortable distance. Take a small inhale in through your diaphragm. As you exhale, expel all the air out of your lungs. Take a small lift of the pelvis, not overdoing the bridge. And then you have an option to either lower just straight back down in neutral, or you can articulate the spine as you roll up and down. So I'm going to give you a little bit of creative license. If it feels good to roll down and articulate, you can do that. And if it feels good to just lift and lower, you can do that as well. Making sure you're feeling this in your hamstrings, in your glutes, in the back of your arms, pressing down. Exhale as you lift. Keep going for 5. Inhale down. Exhale up. 4. Big engagement of the glutes at the top. Really engage. Pause for a quick second. Each time you lift up, hold, squeeze, lower. Next one, hold it up there. Little tiny pulses, not a fast pulse, just a small, deeper engagement of those glutes. Exhale as you pulse. Still comfortable, only exhaling. Don't worry so much about the inhale, just think. You want to match the breath with the pulse. 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1. You're going to alternate up and to the right, slightly down, up and to the left. So we're going to shift up and to the right, and again, exhale up and to the left. If at any point you need a break, feel free to take the break. You can hug your knees to your chest and then join me back when you're ready. Otherwise, this just gets a very nice different angle of those glutes. You can lift the hips one at a time a little higher. If that starts to irritate your low back a little bit too much, then just come back to the center and continue with those pulses. Last couple. Pressing into those heels. 4, exhale. Little deeper. 3. Good, nice and slow, just small, thinking less about the downward motion, more about the up. 1 more, big finish till you're shaken. If you're not shaken yet, try to find that shake, shift back to center, hold 4, 3, 2, and roll down. Hug the knees to the chest for a quick moment. Feels good. Round 2, same position. Take the arms long away from your neck. Take a small inhale through your diaphragm. Big belly breath, exhale. Feel the deep core, the transverse abdominals working. Scroll back up. Find the beautiful neutral bridge position, not too arched in the back. Anchor the ribs down like something is dropping onto those ribs like a heavy bowling ball. You gotta really think that you're protecting your organs by engaging those deep core muscles. When you're ready, lift the right heel up, press it back down. Left heel lifts, press it back down. It's like you're anchoring and marching 1 foot, 1 heel at a time. You're keeping your pelvis slightly tucked under, so slightly scrolled posteriorly, and also lifting as the heel pushes down. Couple more. So you get that beautiful sense of oppositional motion. Since we're just using body weight, it's totally plenty to give those muscles a lot of engagement. Last couple, 2 more each side. All the weight on the 2 big toes. As you lift the heel, press firmly into that heel as you come down. And now try both heels, lifting. As both heels press down, tuck the tail more, squeeze the glutes. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push the heels down, elongate the quads, the hip flexors in the front. Push. Nearly there. You should definitely start to feel some heat in those glutes. Keep moving for 3. Press down, squeeze for 2. Definitely feeling the heat. One more, lift the heels, try to keep them up if you can. And for the finish, one more round, little pulses for 8, 7, open up the hips, engage the glutes from underneath, check on those arms. One more time, reach super long for 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1. Is the weight on the 2 big toes. Can you tuck the tail a little bit more and press the hips up 1 inch higher? 4, 3, 2, heels down first and roll down. Hug the knees in. Nice work. Moving on, now that we stimulated the pelvic floor and the glutes, I want you to put the hands behind the head, one hand on top of the other for good neck support. Wrap your elbows in and your shoulders around, protracting just slightly, so feeling like these side rib muscles are really anchoring. And you're gonna curl up and just give me a tiny little crunch just to start waking up those abs. Inhale down, exhale, lift. So this is less about the rectus abdominals, the 6-pack muscles, and it's more about the same deep core muscles, the transverse abdominals. So make sure you're pairing the exhale with the lift. Thinking more of a diagonally upward motion than a forward crunch. So think pressing the abs down and the sternum lifts up into that diagonal. Last couple, 3, 2. Ooh, already feeling it. One more. You're gonna hold the crunch. You're gonna flow one knee to tabletop. When you're ready, the other knee goes to tabletop. Inhale, close the knees. Exhale, open the knees. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. You can also put the hands on the outside of your knees as you open to kind of give you some resistance. Push really firmly into them, and when you open, you'll feel a little extra resistance to feel the wrapping of the external deep glute rotators. For 3, for 2, one more in, exhale, open, hold it there, and on the next exhale, send one leg out. Inhale, switch. Still using those glutes that I just woke up. As we're reaching, tap into that breath, tap into those deep core muscles, feel your lower abs lifting as your leg extends. Keep going if you can, rest if you need to. Check on your shoulders, head is heavy, the abs are very heavy. And if your neck is still bugging you here, even with a really good arm position, you can always rest the head down, either with the hands still behind the head or with the arms resting by your side, and still work the core that way. So lots of options. Last couple. 3, extend the whole leg. Keep breathing out, right. 2, good, stay with it. One more, good, one each side to the right. Can you really engage those glutes? Left. Bring it in and rest it down for a second. Whew. Got a couple little adjustments in the pelvis. Love it. Little sacroiliac adjustment. It's so great when the body makes those little chiropractic adjustments on its own. It means things are starting to work without having to force them. It's great. Float one knee back, other knee back, curl up. Now, if you have the hamstring flexibility, I'd like you to send your legs straight up to the ceiling. If not, they can be slightly bent. But you want to feel the stretch happening in the back of the thighs. You're going to send one leg down and then bring it back up and switch. Now, you only want to lower the leg as much as you feel the core. As soon as you feel the low back start to arch, you know your leg has gone too low. So everyone's leg is going to be a little bit different length. You might not be able to go all the way down, and that's okay. So the priority is the core. The legs are secondary in terms of how low they go. And again, options to lower the head. Exhale. Options to hold on behind the leg if that feels more supportive to you. Love that. Keep going a little quicker if you're feeling good. Keep turning out those hips. If your head feels good, your neck feels good, then curl back up to that crunch if you're not there yet. Last 5. Switching at the same time now. 4. Little scissor switch. Get that heart rate up a little more. 3. Getting a little sweat going. 2. Curl up a little higher. You got it. Let's do one more for good measure. Go right, go left, back up, and rest for a second. Oh, feels good to move a little bit quicker. Get that breath working. You can lift up to a bridge for a second if you want to give the hips a little stretch. We'll do one more round. We'll do the crisscross. That's like a slow bicycle crunch. So for those of us that know the bicycle, it's that twist. Wrap your armpits, elbows forward, curl up to a crunch, heavy head, float one knee in. Now your option number one is just to pick up one knee and twist your opposite armpit towards that knee. Place it down, switch. Place it down, exhale, switch. More advanced, you can turn it into the full bicycle back. Options. Inhale. Exhale when you twist. Keep going. In. Get that little rhythm. Again, if you're feeling good, pick up the pace a little bit. Let's go 5. Finish up those abs. Move a little quicker for the finish. Right. Good. Keep going. I know I finished the counting, but I just want to finish it up till I'm really feeling this shake. So go until you can't go anymore and then stop if you haven't yet. In 3, 3, 2, 2. One more. And rest. Ooh, just want to do that nice little fire building underneath. Feels so good for the low abs, for the obliques. Now you're going to turn onto your side. Without further ado, you're going to flip over because that's just safest. And then curl up, and we're actually going to turn over onto our stomachs. So I want you to go into this prone position. So once you get there, face down. We're going to do a little swimming exercise. And that just means that it's going to look like we're in the pool. So take your forehead, chin down, chest open. Arms are going to reach out to the side like a T. My legs are also slightly apart. They're lifted, so I still feel the entire posterior chain. Arms reach, and then you're going to squeeze your palms toward your thighs right here. So really press actively into those thighs until you feel your medial triceps kick in. Then, very important, I want you to flip your palms up. Like you're externally rotating your arm, you're flipping your pinkies up toward the ceiling. So not turning in, turning out, and bring the arms to a slight diagonal. Reach back, palms face each other. As you open the arms, flip the palms up. So you feel the lats anchoring your shoulders into your back. Engage the core. Engage the glutes. Lift only as much as you feel your mid-back. Not too much in the low back. Keep going. Exhale, reach. Fingertips away from ears. 5. So good for the posture muscles. 4. Turn those arms as much as you can. Suck your shoulders down into your back. Really think about it. Be mindful about the movement. Keep breathing. Exhale, reach back. One more right here. Exhale, reach back. Hold it there. Swim the legs. 8. Chest open. 7. Broaden the clavicles. 6. Use your glutes. 5. To kick your legs. 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Rest your head down for a second. Good. See how it feels. Tuck the tail a little bit, do a few pelvic rolls, whatever feels good to you. Round 2, we're adding a small twist. Take the arms back out to your side, flip your palms up the same way, and slightly rotate. So it's as if your pecs are like headlights, and you're rotating the headlights more than you're rotating the head. So turn the torso, the thoracic, right? Your thorax is moving to the right. Inhale, center. To the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Last thing here. Just a little awkward swimming. That's what we call it. Moving from the thoracic, from the rib cage. Long legs, long arms. 2 more. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Woo, last one. back to center. Carefully sit back to a nice little child's pose. Stretch out the low back. Take a few breaths there. You can walk your hands to one side. Take a moment. Let the heart rate come down. Carefully roll up one vertebrae at a time. To finish, we're going to do a little plank series. So you're going to start on all fours. We're going to make our way down to a kneeling plank. And if you need a little cushion for your knees, you can feel free to roll up the mat a couple times if you need it. Otherwise, hands, knees, and here we are on all fours. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. I want you to engage your glutes and spread your chest and breathe for 8, 7, 6. Draw the navel in and upward. Wrap the thighs externally. Wrap your arms. Keep breathing. If you're feeling ready for it, you're going to turn this into a full plank. If that's not ready yet, or if you're not ready yet, then just stay here, breathe in, squeeze, check on your form. If you're with me, tuck the toes, extend the legs to a full plank, hold. 3, 2, 1. Carefully put the knees back down. Stay in the good form. Relax your toes. That was 1. We tuck the toes. Extend and hold. Lift the abs as the knees drop. Relax the toes. That's the exercise. Tuck the toes. Exhale, extend the legs, squeeze the glutes, hold the core. Find the shake. Lower the knees. Integrity in the form. 5 more. Toes. Extend, squeeze. Replace the knees. If you feel your low back, I want you to tuck the tail and even more and squeeze your glutes. Toes, glutes and core. Chest open, relax the toes. Keep going. And if you're not ready for this full plank, you're just on the knees, you're breathing, you're squeezing, you're going through your checklist, head to toe. From head to toe, check the form. Long neck, shoulders anchored, chest open. Let's do 2 more. Toes, replace. Next one, you're gonna hold it up there. Stay there for 8, 7, 6, press away. Chest open. 3, keep exhaling. 2, keep exhaling. 1, gently come down. Shake out the wrist for a second. Whew. Let the heart rate come down. We'll do 1 more round. We'll add a little fun cardio burst to finish. If you're feeling really good, I want you to add on that little cardio burst that we're gonna do. And if you don't, then again, just hold the plank. It's also great on the knees or on the toes. Breathe and squeeze. So final little minute here. Come up to either a wrist or a fist. That can also be an option too. So I'm gonna find my position on all fours first. Tuck the toes, squeeze and lift. Right, now here's my little mountain climber. I'm gonna bring one knee in, place it back. Left. One at a time. In, I'm not gonna collapse my chest and over round my back as I do this. Try not to make this your plank. Chest open. I'm gonna say it a million more times. Super important. If you're feeling good, pick up the pace a little more until, if you feel good, you start to make almost a little prance, prance, prance. Here we go, big finish. 10, 9, 7, 6, you can do it. 5, pick it up. 4, grand finale. 3, 2, 1, you got it. Hold, knees, child's pose. Nice work. Ooh, got a little sweat going on that last one. Very nice. Come up to your knees. I'm gonna use a knee cushion for my right knee. My left foot's gonna come forward. I'm gonna take my favorite psoas hip flexor stretch to finish here. As I relax the breath, as I start to let my nervous system come back down to that rest and relax recovery mode. If you want an additional stretch, take the right arm up, stretch it over. Careful not to lean forward too much. Mostly focus on the posterior tilt or tuck in your pelvis, squeeze your glutes, and then you'll feel that beautiful stretch. No need to overdo it. Carefully switch. Knee cushion under the left. If you have it, feel free to grab onto something. If you need balance support, breathe. Take some inventory, check on one side versus the other. Left glutes engaged, left hip flexor stretching, left arm up if you'd like it. Big reach. Nice lean, inhale, exhale. Thank yourself for the time that you took for yourself today. Just a few minutes even can be so effective for your mood, for your muscles, for so many things. Without overdoing it, just enough. Keeps everything moving, circulating in your body. Nice work. Carefully come out of that. Any other stretches that you'd like to do, please feel free. Otherwise, we'll see you very soon, next time, right here on your mat.